Tony Silveira, and I'm a church planter at the Passion Center, and I'm a life coach. Right now I'm in one of the highest mountains of my region of Quebec, and I'm taking a gondola to the top of Mont Tremblant. Now, for the last week I took a couple of trails here to get all the way to the top. Today I'm meeting my wife at the top and my son, since I'm a bit tired. I did a quadruple bypass recently, and I also have 16 stents in my heart, and I've been climbing that mountain that I'll show you. Okay, it's all the way up to the top. It's not that one, it's one a little bit higher, and so I'm taking the first ride to the top. And today I'd like to share a little devotional with you, and I'll do it as I'll take the main gondola on this resort. This is one of the finest ski resorts in Canada, and it's such a beautiful place. So as I share with you this devotional, I thought that I could just give you a little sightseeing of this beautiful, this amazing region. So let's go all the way to the top. This is the Bible verse that I would like to share to you today on Isaiah. So God says that there are His ways and our ways, and that His ways are higher and they're different from our ways. Just as today I'm joining my family at the top of White Mountain. I'm just going to sit on the other side of the gondola, so you'll see where I am. So this is quite a long ride. So if you take a trail and can go as far as 14 kilometers, that's about 5-6 miles. And this is such a wonderful location, such a wonderful place. So let me give a little bit more light here. I want to show you the background. But this is the Bible verse I want to share with you. And I've climbed this mountain quite a few times. I'm telling you, it's much easier to do it this way, sitting on a gondola. I'm looking at the escarpment, all the rocks, all the trees. It's such an amazing view. And God has this view, this perspective view from the top. We have our difficulties, and as we it's like this illustration when we climb a mountain and we go all the way to the top. It tends to be very hard. A view of one of the mild slopes. Believe me, this goes all the way to the top, and at some points it's so steep. So in God's perspective, He can see our trials, our difficulties, and He is always willing to help us. But God's way are higher than our ways. It's a matter of perspective. If you see down there, there's a little path, and so there's a long way, a long walk to the top. And the closest you are to the top, the hardest it is. And this is a good illustration of our life, and especially of our Christian life. Sometimes our walk, our journey gets really hard. We have hardships. But with God, it's like we take a ride, and He will take us above our limitations. He says that our ways are lower. It doesn't mean that we cannot choose His ways. And when we choose His ways, there are moments in life in which He will take us above the circumstances, above the trials, above the problems. God is preparing a higher way for us. And so when we take God's way, everything is easy. because he takes us. Just like I'm taking this the best way to the top. Believe me, you pay a little ticket and it gets you there in a few minutes. But if you have to walk through these woods, you get all the mosquitoes, all the difficulties, the slopes, the hard places, the rocks, the rivers, everything you have to cross in order to get to your destination. Many times we don't fully understand our path, our journey, but we need to have in mind where we are going. So our destination is as important as our way. Most people live their lives without a precise destination. So they work, they enjoy life, they do different things, they eat, they sleep, but they're not really looking into the future. But I want to encourage you, because God can take you up and make you mount with wings like eagles. So we always trust in the Lord, and through the hardships of life and through the walk and the journey we do in life, we endure, and God knows that we can endure. But many times He will pick us up and He will make us take His highway. Now we're on a completely different perspective. Instead of being on a gondola just above the mountain, you can see where we start down there and all the way up here. The road, the trail is hard, it's rocky, there's the mountain, there's the heat, there's all the difficulties of climbing. And so it is in life. It's not easy. We want to take the highway, but many times we just can't. We need to set our goals, but then we can at points see the objective, like we see here, the mountain up there, and all so close. Now, one of the joys of not taking the high road is that we can arrive to places just like this, where we see the lakes, the beauty of nature, and we can just enjoy our path. Let me show you here. Look at this. This is so beautiful. So with a higher perspective, we see it from the top, but we don't see the beauty of the bottom. So enjoy life, and even if you have difficulties, if the road traveled is causing you to get tired and to be anxious and to suffer, just acknowledge that God prepared life just like this, so you can enjoy all the beauty of His creation. So one of the things of walking the path, not taking the high road, is that there's little signs like here. Look at this sign. This marks the path. This is a forest. It's very easy to get lost and to take different paths because it's so big. So it is in life. We need to look at the signs and follow the path.